The first thing to look at, and Derek hinted at this a little bit when saying, aside from the firms that sort of fell by the wayside, we've seen the roll up of a number of just core technology providers. I'm thinking like when Microsoft buys Semantic Machines or Maluba or something like that, they're recognizing the value of having some core chops, you could call it an acqui-hire or what have you, in bringing natural language understanding, natural language processing, the machine learning that's involved there into sort of the greater fold, be it, Amazon has done a series of acquisitions as well. Google, some, not so much, but one of the things is to make natural language interfaces at the endpoint ubiquitous. So we're seeing activity by Amazon, getting various Echo machines, making partnerships with companies where the Alexa interface can be expected to be on more devices, more machines, reaching hundreds of millions of people. Ditto for Google Assistant, ditto for Apple Siri in China and APAC, Doer, which is from Baidu. They're out there. Sometimes they're framed as voice first, but the idea is a growing number of us are being trained to expect or to be able to speak in fuller sentences. 5 years ago, if you were doing a voice search through Google Box, pressing a microphone, Google Assistant, chances are you barked something. You would say movie times or whatever, but now we're learning to speak in full sentences. And that's going to become a theory. And just to clarify what we mean by Metabots, when Opus started studying what we were calling enterprise intelligent assistants, they tended to reside very closely mated to enterprise infrastructure for customer support. And you could think of speech-enabled IVRs as being their precursor, and the idea, or some sort of chat or automated chat as the precursor technologies. We realized that there was going to be a bunch of development going on in parallel, and indeed a lot of investment dollars going into what we were thinking of as sort of the master bot. We're not there yet, but the idea of having a universally available sensor, if you will, could be a microphone, could be a touchpad, all these sorts of things, but something that's independent of a brand that becomes a point of initiation for conversational commerce. So they become your travel advisor, they become your health advisor or something like that. These should be independent of brands and be operating on your behalf. And that's what we're sort of expecting here.